The Slow Food Movement is an international grassroots organization that advocates for the preservation of traditional food cultures, biodiversity, and sustainable food production practices. Founded in Italy in 1986 by Carlo Petrini as a response to the opening of a McDonald's near the Spanish Steps in Rome, the movement has since grown into a global network of individuals, farmers, chefs, activists, and educators dedicated to promoting a more responsible and ethical approach to food. At its core, the Slow Food Movement embraces the philosophy of good, clean, and fair food. Good, slow food emphasizes the importance of enjoying high-quality, flavorful, and nutritious food that is produced using sustainable and traditional methods. It encourages people to savor the sensory pleasures of eating and to appreciate the cultural and culinary heritage behind different foods. Clean, slow food promotes food production and consumption practices that are environmentally sustainable, socially responsible, and ethically sound. This includes supporting organic farming, reducing the use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers, conserving natural resources, and protecting biodiversity. Fair, slow food advocates for fair and equitable food systems that ensure farmers, producers, and food workers receive fair wages and treatment. It opposes exploitative labor practices, unfair trade agreements, and corporate control of the food supply chain. Instead, it supports small-scale farmers, artisanal producers, and local food economies. One of the central tenets of the Slow Food Movement is the concept of eating locally and sustainably. This involves supporting local producers. Slow food encourages consumers to support local farmers, producers, and artisans by purchasing locally grown and produced foods. By buying directly from local producers, consumers can strengthen local economies, reduce food miles, and foster connections between producers and consumers. Embracing seasonal eating. Slow food promotes the consumption of seasonal foods that are grown and harvested at their peak freshness and flavor. Eating seasonally reduces the need for long-distance transportation and storage of food, thereby reducing greenhouse gas emissions and energy consumption. Preserving food traditions. Slow food seeks to preserve and celebrate traditional food cultures, culinary practices, and heritage foods that are at risk of being lost due to industrialization and globalization. This includes promoting traditional recipes, heirloom varieties, and artisanal food products that reflect the cultural identity and history of different regions. Advocating for food justice. Slow food advocates for food justice and food sovereignty, particularly for marginalized communities and indigenous peoples who may face food insecurity, land dispossession, and cultural erasure. It works to empower communities to reclaim control over their food systems and advocate for policies that promote food equity and access for all. Overall, the Slow Food Movement is a holistic and multifaceted approach to food that values quality, sustainability, social justice, and cultural heritage. By embracing the principles of eating locally and sustainably, individuals can contribute to a more resilient, equitable, and delicious food system for present and future generations.